with us.
Farm Week and Partners Magazine editor Chris Anderson connects rural routes for you. Chris shares her 4 decades of writing expertise by making sure each edition delivers the best information. Here's a bit about her rural roots.
I was raised on a farm in Champaign County growing corn, soybeans, popcorn, pumpkins, and poultry. My top priority is to inform, educate, and even entertain Farm Bureau members.
Be it routes or roots, RFD Radio, FarmWeekNow.com, and Farm Week keep you connected.
Attention, Illinois farmers. You won't want to miss this field day at SIU Carbondale University Farms. It's your chance to hear from industry experts about ongoing research and how it will benefit your farm. Join us on June 26th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. with free lunch included. This is a joint effort of the SIU College of Agricultural Sciences, Illinois Nutrient Research and Education Council, and Illinois Farm Bureau. You must pre-register at IllinoisNREC.org and click on upcoming events.
You're listening to RFD Town and Country Partners, connecting you with the food you eat, the Illinois farmers who grow it, and the food-related events, destinations, and lifestyles that make our state great.
Welcome to RFD Town and Country Partners on a Tuesday. I'm the Lost Yankee. And we're here in Martinsville. We're in Martinsville for the Martinsville Ag Fair, where every night is family night. And Norma Calvert is on the board. First of all, thank you for doing this. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
So this is, and I suppose this happens once in a while, but you certainly have a case here where we still have so much field work to be done, whether that's still corn or for a lot of soybeans and in some cases tillage and side dressing and all that sort of thing. So some folks are pedal to the metal in the fields.
They are.
Here, there, and everywhere.
Our president, Alan Buckner, is in the field, and some of our other officers are tied up today, and so you have me.
Well, we're glad to have you, but it was funny because you're going through the office and everyone's like, I don't think it. So you ended up getting the short straw out of the deal. Maybe it was because you were the first to see us. I don't know, but either way.
Either way's fine.
Martinsville, so we're just off 70. We're east of Effingham a half hour. We're west of Terre Haute.
About a half hour.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you're south of here. I was telling you that our intern Carrie and she had her first moonshine burger ever.
Right.
So you're down from around there.
I am, 1 mile north of Moonshine. That's home.
Can you get there from here, or do you have to go down and around to get there? You know what I mean?
I can get there in 11 miles.
Okay.
So I can pretty much get there.
See, I wondered, because once you get down there, they have the signs on the light poles.
Yeah.
And my fear is if you get a little drifting, you may not know. I don't know if there's a creek, how many dead-end roads there are or something like that.
There are a few of those, but you can get there.
Yeah, you don't want to run into the Embra. The Embra's, that's west of here.
The North Fork Creek would be your problem.
Okay, gotcha.
You can do it.
If you hit the Wabash, you went way too far.
You went way too far.
All right. This is a tremendous facility just south of Martinsville. So you take York Street, there's a sign that says Fairgrounds, you come down here. How long, this isn't a 4-H fair. This is its own event.
We are separate from the 4-H fair. I think at one time they did do the combined fairs like a lot of counties do, but for many years it's been separate here. And so we have our agricultural fair. We've been in June for several years now. Many years ago it was always in July.
Oh.
But we wanted to have a good carnival, and to get the good carnival, we had to kind of get into their schedule. So we've been in June for the last several years. The 4-H fair then is held later in the summer, usually latter part of July.
Okay. There's nightly entertainment.
Nightly entertainment. We have something every night, Monday through Saturday. For example, last night we had harness racing, and we'll probably talk a little bit more about that, because racing here has been a big deal for Martinsville, and our local residents are really disappointed that we only have races one evening now, because we used to have them every afternoon. and Monday through Friday at least. And so we only have it one night. We have to have horses, and unfortunately in the state of Illinois, there aren't as many horses running and training as there once was. But hopefully, maybe that'll get turned around. This new ag bill may help us.
Oh, we're doing sports betting, and we're doing casinos, and we're doing all that. Let's put some horses out here.
Exactly.
And, well, we could just have fun watching them race too. We don't have to.
Yeah, we've never had pari-mutuel betting here, but we pick a winner, and they can get freebies from the food vendors and things like that. So,
but it amazes me that you have entertainment, and it says, I've seen this in more than one place, so it's got to be true, free carnival rides.
We do.
All you have to do is pay admission to the gate, and then you have to pay for food.
Right.
But how do you possibly do that?
Well, several years ago, we were kind of in a position that we needed to do something different and try to grow the fair, and one of our board members suggested that maybe we try a flat gate admission and then have all the carnival rides free. And that truly took a leap of faith. I mean, I think all of us, we were supportive of something new and different, out of the box. Nobody else was doing that. We knew we wanted to stay true to what our original mission was, and that was to provide an environment for families and a place that people could come and enjoy it. And sometimes, when you go to a carnival, you have to buy an armband for anywhere from $20 to $28. Some places charge for parking. So it really adds up for a family. So we decided to try the flat gate admission, and it worked for us. And we've had it now, I would say probably 9 years. I'm not sure, 8 or 9. But it has worked for us, and we've just grown about every year. We get a lot of people from Indiana around Terre Haute because the Vigo County Fair is a great fair, but you have to pay to get in, you pay for parking, and then you have to buy an armband or pay for individual rides, and it's just very expensive.
It's probably not in June either.
No, it may be late June. It's not too far away. But
I remember looking at the date thinking, wow, the ag fair in really mid-June. So it's an interesting one because, you have steer show and you have big show and that sort of thing. And so, a steer that you hope to take to the state fair isn't going to be ready 2 months earlier, but I'm sure you still bring in.
We still bring in some, and it's a good starting ground for the 4-Hers. Some of them bring and show here, I think, kind of helping get prepared for their 4-H fair and then on, to their state organization.
Yeah, I've been saying this. I think this is right. Yes, last year was the 100th, wasn't it?
Well, no.
I mean, not annual, but...
Yeah, not annual. Back in the very late 1800s and early 1900s, this was actually the Clark County Fair.
Okay.
And the grounds was destroyed by a tornado in 1912. And then it was down for a few years. And then they reconvened. And then I think the last one was in 30 or 31, 32. And then we didn't have a fair for a few years. Then in 1944, several local citizens got together and decided they really wanted the fair back here. So they, bought in shares and took care of it and started construction, and Marathon Pipeline was out here and played a big part in that. And so our first fair here as the Martinsville Agricultural Fair was 74 years ago. So we've been running 46. Yeah, so we've been running consecutively as the Martinsville Agricultural Fair since then.
Okay, I knew the history went into the 19th century, but that's and you have such a nice setup in that some fairgrounds are in town, which is fine, and they can still be good fairgrounds. But you have the space out here.
Yeah.
You have an amazing amount of space out here.
We do. We have over 50 acres now.
Wow.
And just recently, a few years ago, we bought 13 acres across the road, and now we're using all of that for parking. We farmed part of it for a few years to help us pay for it, and now we're utilizing it for parking.
So everyone's on the same side of the road.
Yes.
You don't have to worry about anything like that.
You need fewer volunteers when you can put people in one place. We have over 100 volunteers that help us every year. Really, the fair is the pride of Martinsville. It's been here for a long time. It's a big deal. People plan their vacations that live away to come back for it, and they're just very good to help with whatever we need help with.
Okay, now I have a random question in here I want to ask, because there's a giant horseshoe that's as you get in town.
Right.
Is there an anchor somewhere in town?
It's an anvil.
An anvil. There's an anvil. Where's the anvil?
It's at Lynn Park. It's a block east of the little four-way stop in downtown.
Is it the world's largest anvil?
It has not been certified.
Okay.
We would say it is, but it has not been certified by Guinness.
Okay. We don't want to upset whoever you're competing with, but...
No, but it is. I'm sure if we could get the specifications defined clearly enough, it would be the largest. It was actually poured by the foundry here in town.
Oh, wow.
And the foundry also designed and poured the horseshoe.
Okay.
And the horseshoe is an exact replica of a thoroughbred running horseshoe.
So KZ, which is just west here, they have their thing, and so you've got your thing with a couple of those.
Yeah, we have some big things
as well.
Yeah, we do.
Awesome. Yeah. So $7 per person gets you into the fair each night. Every night is family night. That's such a great way to look at it.
It is. Now, the grandstand shows, we started talking about that and got off of it, but there is additional charges for the grandstand if you want to go in there, or into the pits to watch the demolition derby or truck and tractor pulls, those things. The
track is big enough. I wondered how you did that. The track is big enough that you can't be on the end and watch what's going on over there. You actually have to be near the grandstand to take part of that.
Really, I mean,
if you really want to see something.
Yeah, if you really want to see.
I wondered how you would be able to do that and keep the crowds at bay as well. So that's fantastic. And what do you know, after the spring that we had,
I know.
It's downright fantastic to be out here.
It's beautiful weather. We haven't had beautiful weather the last couple of years. Last year we got totally rained out on Monday night, and Tuesday night was very sketchy. But this year's looking very good, and we're excited about it.
All right, hang on. We have a break here. Norma Calvert joining us from the Martinsville Ag Fair in Clark County on RFD Town and Country Partners.
Are you preparing for planting season? We don't mean to be a pest, but here's a few things you need to know before you grow. The Illinois Department of Agriculture now requires special local needs labels, including new restrictions for the use of herbicide dicamba on top of soybeans in Illinois for the 2019 growing season. Did you know these additional restrictions go beyond federally approved labels? Remember, the label is the law. To find out more about these Illinois-specific labels, visit ilfb.org/label-aware.
All ag.
All Illinois.
All now.
There are a lot of smartphone apps out there, but do they have what's important to us here in Illinois? The Farm Week Now app does, and it's always at your fingertips. All ag, all Illinois, and 24/7 where and when you need it for free. Go to your app or Play Store on your smartphone, hit search, type in Farm Week Now, that's one word, and download it today. Brought to you by Illinois Farm Bureau, where we're all about farm, family, and food.
With another farm, family, or food-related place you, your family, and friends might enjoy here in Illinois. I'm Mike Orso with RFD Town and Country Partners. Where have all the great family-owned bakeries gone? Big box retailers and supermarkets have provided tough competition, but you can still find bakers operating bakeries in some communities throughout Illinois, and one, Iced, located in Shelbyville, has been around for less than a decade.
Our friends kept asking for me to bake stuff for them, and my husband got tired of all the leftovers.
Jody Allen owns and runs Iced, a bakery and eatery in Shelbyville, population 4,500 or so.
Our menu for our bakery goods change every day, so there's something new every day for them to come and try and check out.
For example, Allen says Iced has 30 different cheesecakes and 40 to 50 different kinds of cupcakes in its bakery rotation. And for something completely different, a pina colada smoothie?
Yes, we just added that this year. It is my favorite.
No, that's not spiked, correct?
No.
Located in central Illinois, Shelbyville boasts the biggest man-made lake in the state. So there can be plenty to do if you need to work off all those iced baked goods and more, like the weekly specials on its food menu, too.
We have a normal menu of different panini salads, and we sell soup all year long. And then during the week, we'll do one special for the entire week, and it could be chicken and noodles, or it could be bacon wrapped meatloaf. We'll do fish tacos.
Jody Ellen shares her biggest challenge operating a small-town bakery and eatery.
Probably trying to figure out how much food to fix for a day. That's probably the biggest, because you don't know if you're going to be really busy or if you're going to be a slower kind of day.
And if you're thinking of opening one,
expect to work a lot. It's nothing that you think you can just come in and work a few hours a day and be able to go home. And, I work anywhere from 10 to 12 hours a day. So just expect to work hard and take pride in what you do.
Alan takes pride in offering the unusual, and in particular this summer, Iced will be offering edible cookie dough desserts. You can try some at the Bakery and Cafe in Shelbyville on Main Street, in between State Route 51 and Interstate 57 in central Illinois. For RFD Town and Country Partners, I'm Mike Orso.
When it comes to our members, Chris Magnuson connects rural routes for you. Chris leads Illinois Farm Bureau's efforts to provide valuable information to our members. He has spent 2 decades with IFB. Here's a bit about his rural roots.
I grew up on a farm with corn, soybeans, and Christmas trees. I've been in ag communication for 3 decades now. My greatest satisfaction has always remained the same, to serve our members.
Be it routes or roots, RFD Radio, FarmWeekNow.com, and Farm Week keep you connected.
We know you want the best for your family. We do too. That's why Illinois farmers continually look for new ways to help. We're working with Mother Nature to preserve water, protect land, and provide food. From our fields to your table, we want what's best for all of us and for future generations to come. Learn more about conservation efforts at ilfarmersconserve.com. Preserving our water, protecting our land, providing our food.
This message brought to you by Illinois Farm Bureau.
Trailer, ice cream trailer. Oh, we're back on.
Oh.
All right, we are back on RFD Town and Country Partners. I want to mention this before I forget it. We were just talking about it. So when you're down here at the Martinsville Ag Fair, come by and get ice cream from the Clark and Jasper County mobile trailer that comes around and has, it's here each day, and so you can get some good old nice cold ice cream on a day like this that would hit the spot. The Martinsville Ag Fair is 10 through 15, just south of town in Martinsville. Every night is family night. All you have to do is pay $7 at the gate, and you're in, and you get in on all the goodies. What are some of the, tonight's drag racing? If I remember
Tonight is drag racing, and you can come, be here by 6 o'clock to register, but you can drag race a motorcycle, a four-wheeler, a side-by-side, a semi-truck, whatever you want to. You can drag race and have fun with it. Tomorrow night is our truck pull. And then Thursday night is the tractor pull, and that's the naturally aspirated tractors for the tractor pull. And then Friday night is our barnyard scramble for the kids. We have bunnies for the little ones from 3 to 5 years old, and then we have goats and pigs for children that are from 4 to 14, I think is the cutoff for the pigs. And then Saturday night is the ever-popular Demolition Derby. And that has been organized the last couple of years by our local firemen, and they have done a phenomenal job of organizing it and really getting it built up to be a big derby. And so that's always a fun night. People love watching that. Everybody crushing around.
People love. There's something about the inner road rage in all of us that they love to watch stuff get knocked around a little bit.
They do. The harder they hit, the better they like it.
So do you have, is it a full night? Do you have several different classes of that?
Oh, yeah, there's several different classes to that. And, yeah, it'll last for a few hours.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
They have a good time.
What time do things really get
all
going?
The programs of an evening, all the events start at 7 in front of the grandstand.
Okay. And then when do I need to get in for the $7 to?
Any time starting at 4 o'clock. The gates open at 4. The carnival doesn't usually open until 5:30 or 6 or so, but you have time to eat beforehand, but the gates open at 4.
And there's a lot of different choices out here, too.
There are a lot of choices. We have some new ones this year. We have some that are here, have been here for years. Our French fries and our barbecue and so on have been here for many years. But we have a new Oriental foods this year, some little mini donuts and sweet tea and...
So you need to come more than once to be able to get all
Yeah, you
of
do.
it.
You can't get it all in.
Because, so we mentioned Farm Bureau with the ice cream. And then Clark County Pork Producers are over here with a butterfly chop for $5.
Right.
And it looks like a tenderloin for $5.
They have...
So there's one night.
Yes, and they have a good business.
Oh, yeah.
People love the pork producers.
Oh, well, that's good. And
Yeah.
pork producers love the people. So, that works pretty well. So, in your time over in the board, then, this has, it has gone... It's gotten bigger. The space has gotten bigger. The fair is getting bigger, and hopefully the sport has been growing as well.
It has. Everything is going well right now. Our goal is to continue to grow it and to keep the good traditions going and do what changes we need to do to keep it that way.
Do you remember when you were thinking about this, the notion of what if we just charged the flat fee and then and hopefully got enough people in here? I mean, did the room go quiet? Or did people just kind of look at each other? Like, is that even possible? Could we even
I
do
think
that?
look at each other like, really? How would that work? And fortunately, there were some local people that were willing to help us take a chance, to kind of help us ensure if we needed to that we could make it, the first year, and they did, and so it's worked out really well for us, and we're just glad we can do that, because it's like almost a service to the community to do that.
Well, and I imagine the ladies that we saw in the, I think it's called the Secretary's office.
Right.
You probably got easily 100 years of institutional
absolutely.
knowledge, and that's their thing. That's what they do each year. I see.
2 of them have been here since they were like in their teens.
Okay.
One of them, her father was very instrumental in getting the fair established back in the 40s and the first fair. So yeah, they've been here and they know all the history and all the good parts and the bad parts, and they want to keep it going.
Yeah. Now, I'm not going to ask a lady how old she is. I usually just ask how much money she has in her bank account. But there's a lot of experience and a lot. But there are plenty of events. It doesn't have to be a fair. But, where you're asking, okay, how much can we charge? How many days should we be? How can we make this sort of thing go? But it sounds like you're in a pretty good spot right now.
We think so. We have a good board. They all work well together, and I think that's one of the keys. The leadership is good, and people just work to make it happen.
So, you can make a day of it. Come down. You got to come down early to get the moonshine burger.
That's right.
And then spend some time learning about East Central Illinois. And
absolutely.
Then
There's things to do. Go to Moonshine for lunch. Go over to Casey and see the big things.
Right.
See the big things we have here in town, and then come out to the fairground and enjoy the evening.
Go down to Oblong. Well, you can go down to Robinson. If you get one of those payday bars when it comes out, when it's still warm and it can bend, like an arch, now you're really doing something good. So,
they have a claim to fame, too.
Pretty good. Yeah, so make a day of it. So you got, it's the Martinsville Ag Fair, but people come from
all
miles
over.
around.
And I think a lot of it is the attraction of the flat gate fee, and then all carnival rides being free for the night. It's a good way to go. So we attract for miles around.
Fantastic.
And our derby, we attract cars from miles around to participate. So.
Well, Thursday we're going to be at Wren Lake. It's Cesser for a festival down there, and then a week from today they have 2 nights of Demolition Derby at the Western Illinois Fair. They love knocking people around over there. So we will be in Griggsville in a week. Norma, thanks so much. This was fun.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Norma Calvert, Martinsville Ag Fair through the 15th. I'm DeLoss Yankee, RFD Town & Country Partners.